Do we get to know how much you managed to buy the house for?
Yes. So we paid...
Hi guys, my name's Ollie.
And I'm Roisin, and we are renovating a house which is about 154 years old.
Yeah.
It's pretty derelict, and we have got a lot of questions on Instagram and on YouTube, so we thought we'd go through some of the top ones for you now, seeing as though it's Christmas and we're relaxing and chilling a little bit. So let's get into it. Okay, so first question, how old is the house? Ollie?
So yeah, a lot of people have commented about this because we thought it was built in about 1875, but I've done a little bit more digging and I think it was first noted on plans around 1875 because there's some info that states it might have been built more like early 1800s. And we've spoken to a few of the neighbours and we think it's possibly a bit older than 1875, but that's when it was first on the plans, the first registered recognised plans. So we're still doing a bit of digging into that, speaking to the local council, trying to find out a few more bits of detail about the house. But we think that's why we think Georgian era, because the other houses around here are of a similar age, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
So this is from the Peacock and the Printmaker, and they've asked, will you be using the Pantone colour of the year?
Okay, so the Pantone colour of the year for 2026 is called Dream Dancer or something like that. Cloud Dancer. Cloud Dancer, which is basically white. And no, I won't be. If any of you have been following me for a while on Instagram, you'll know my style is very maximalist and I'm all about colour and print clashing and stuff like that. And that's what this house is going to be, but on another level. I think I'm going to go bolder than I've ever gone before in this house and experiment. I'm all about experimenting and learning as I go. So I'll be doing a lot of that in this house and I can't imagine there being much white, unfortunately. So if you're in for a bit of maximalism, a bit of colour, you're in the right place.
So this question says, are you guys married or just a couple? Because Ollie doesn't wear a wedding ring. So I do have one. We are married.
Yeah.
But I don't wear it. A, because of work, physio, and it can get in the way with that sometimes. And also when I'm around the house and doing jobs, it can just get in the way.
Oh, but also, yes, we got married. We got married in 2022 in October, and we got married at the Sefton Park Palm House, and it was amazing. That was when, that was the moment I knew I had to change careers. I knew I had to do something about, this passion I had for design and colour and everything like that and turn it into a career. I had no idea. We'll probably go into this another time. Had no idea how to do it, but that was the flick of the switch. Is that the phrase?
That was the flick of the switch.
The
light bulb moment.
The light bulb moment that was for me, the wedding. It was amazing, wasn't it?
It was a very nice day, yeah. Nice weekend, wasn't it?
Bellows Main 6762 says, does the young man work for the lady?
No, he does not. He's my husband. How long do you anticipate the renovation to take? X.
How long do we anticipate it to take?
You said, let's say a number on 3, 2, 1, but I'll do 3, 2, 1.
Wait, okay, we'll say a number on 3, 2, 1, but is this full completion?
No, this is getting the big works done, not like the decorating. And then we'll do another number.
So structural work, the grounds, the drains, the points in the roof, the insulation, the internal walls, the electrics, the plumbing, the floors, and replastered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, ready?
Okay, say now on 3, 2, 1. George, 3, 2, 1 us.
3, 2, 1.
3 years?
Oh my God! No way! That was insane!
I was going to go 2 and a half. And I was like, no, I'll do 3.
I nearly said 2 to 3.
3 years, I reckon.
Long time, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this person has asked, I loved watching you on Interior Design Masters.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
How and when did you get into interior design?
So So it was during lockdown. My parents had just built a new house kind of thing, like for like. And I basically designed the whole thing. My mum and dad gave me free reign, of the whole thing. And it was amazing. So that gave me the kind of like portfolio and the confidence to kind of pursue a career in interior design. So then applications for interior design masters came along. Not in a million years did I think I'd get on. So I thought, Joe, I've got nothing to lose. But in my head, it was like another step towards that career I wanted by just applying. Anyways, I got onto the show and by some miracle I won it. So the rest is history. Now I'm interior designer full time and also like content creator, because that goes hand in hand, working with amazing interior design brands. So that's been it really. It's not your most normal and conventional journey, but it was a very why not kind of journey. Next question. Ollie looks very handy. Does he have experience as a builder or construction?
So, yeah, I used to work on building sites when I was younger, so 16 to about 19. Worked for a local builder in the village I grew up in. Did like evenings and weekends if he had anything, and then went full-time in the summers for those 6 weeks, which seemed like years when you're that age. So picked up a lot there. It was a bit of brickwork, little bit of carpentry stuff. And after that, I mean, my dad's an antique restorer, so he does a lot of carving, a lot of woodwork, picked up a few bits there. Your dad does a lot of groundworks, construction, picked up a few more bits there, and then just my own interest as well, really. YouTube's been amazing for like the videos and how-to guides, and I've used so many of them things for just little small jobs, like plumbing, taps, toilets.
Electrics, you've done electrics too?
Yeah, very small, like plugs and lights in terms of electrics, very small electrical jobs. And yeah, just pick things up as you go, and I quite enjoy figuring things out. How does this work? How does that work? How can I make it look good? And I love buying power tools as well. Absolutely love buying power tools.
All the gear, no idea. No, you are very good.
Yeah, so yeah, just pick up bits as you go and keep
You're
learning.
very, very handy. It's great.
Tommy Tippy 448 says, "Did you see it before the auction?"
So, sorry, I'll just jump in on this one because literally how it happened. It was like late at night. We went onto YouTube. I was going to say Rightmove, and we seen the house. And we're like, oh my god! And we didn't really entertain it, but we were very like intrigued. And then I was on the phone to my friend the next day, and he's into property, and he goes, Roisin, just drive and see around the area, like have a look. So we did that night, didn't we? And then the gate was open, so we went into the garden as well, and obviously it's been empty. And yeah, we kind of fell in love. And then unfortunately Ollie was working, so he couldn't come on. With it being auction, we had a really short amount of time to make our minds up on it. So I went and viewed the house first with my sister and her builder, and then we got on another viewing together, didn't we? What was your first opinion when you opened the door?
I think I look more at the kind of what works needs to be done, whereas you look at more end result, don't you?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, what can I do myself and what would I not be able to do myself? But also I like a project, I like a challenge.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think, unless it was derelict, holes in the roof,
It is derelict, isn't it?
Derelict with regards to,
Worse.
a ruin. But no, yeah, I was kind of okay with it. I knew it was going to be a lot of work. And it is going to be a lot of work.
Yeah.
Defibrillator 792 says, "Would you have been able to do this if you hadn't have gone on TV first?"
Yeah, I think we could have. It's not it wasn't a super expensive house at all. I think the only difference is the confidence to take on such a challenge. If I hadn't been, on telly and done the challenges that were on there, and also done our own house and stuff and got into interior design, I don't know whether I could take it on, especially if you weren't so hands-on and could do literally everything. There's very little you can't do. No, you're amazing. So I think anyone can do it. It's just having knowing it'll be worth it in the end. And as long as you can get your mortgage and stuff, Yeah, I think anyone can do it.
Pauline Claire 5065 says, are you planning on turning the loft into part of the accommodations, like a room, or are you going to keep it as an attic?
So that was in the original thoughts, wasn't it? But I think it's... So we'll show you up there at some point, but the way the chimneys are, it sort of crosses, so the brickwork crosses, and then the roof is being supported by that. And it's also, you'll see, quite a shallow pitched roof, so there's not too much height in it. So I don't think it would quite work to have like accommodation or a space up there.
Deborah Smith 712 says, what are your plans with the garage and the garden and all the sheds at the bottom of the garden?
Ooh.
Well, all the sheds are going to go because they're pretty rotten. So they're going to get tipped.
Yeah.
And then I think the garden's quite overgrown, so we'll cut it all back, kind of reevaluate once we can see it properly, won't we? And then knock the garage eventually, so a new double garage. I'd love a little gym in there. That's been my dream ever since I was 29. And
it was a dream I had since lunchtime. The office.
And you'd like a little sort of office space in there, a little bit garden room, garden room.
For me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd like a studio to work out there, but also to host workshops and stuff like that. That's the plan for that.
So that'll be fun. We'll maybe have a look at that in the spring, summer.
Yeah.
Start in the garden.
Okay, Becky Edwards 1999 has commented, and she said, what do you plan to do with the house when it's finished? Are you going to plan to live in it forever, or are you going to sell it? Or rent it?
It's a hard question, really. We don't know if this is going to be our forever home, but we will be living in it. Like, we would love to start, if we can, a family in this house. And I'd say at least 10, 15 years in this house. Probably, yeah. But will it be our forever home? We don't know. But in short, it's not just going to be a house flip, like do it up, sell it, see you later. It's going to be lived in. It's going to be a home.
GHut17 has commented saying, if this renovation goes well, do you plan on doing renovations in the future?
Yes.
We do.
So when I started my interior design journey, my dream was always to design a boutique hotel. Since we've got into this like renovation lifestyle, we would absolutely love to get our hands on like an old castle in Ireland or something like that, and flip it into either a boutique hotel, boutique hotel, or creating it. I want a really magical space that people can come and book into or rent, or even for weddings or something like a wedding hire. But yeah, something really old and magical in the middle of nowhere. Somewhere in Ireland, maybe Italy. I know there's loads of there's loads of places in Italy. Like my friends just bought a place out in Italy for like next to nothing, and it is like a castle, and it's incredible. And you can just see so many people going out there and having holidays or booking their weddings or something. But yeah, I think we definitely want to keep going with it all.
Yeah, I would enjoy that. I'd love to get stuck into a castle or something, or a property aboard. A wild fantasy project.
Yeah,
would be cool. Be very hard. Very challenging, but again, if this goes well, then you think, yeah, we could do a little bit more maybe.
take on a castle.
And then just where does it end? But yeah, it'd be cool. Want to try maybe in the future?
Yeah, I think it's really sad seeing like houses or places going to rot. I think it's really sad.
Yeah.
You know, you just need to have someone or some people delusional enough to take it on, and I think we are.
We are, yes.
Jill with the JC28 on YouTube has said, is the property listed, and is that going to cause you any issues going forward?
So I think we've got quite fortunate that it's not a listed building, because the windows are double glazed. They were put in about 7 years ago. So we've got a little bit lucky there. It is, however, a property of historical interest, according to the local council. So you still do have to be careful with what you do to it, the way you change it, modify it, and keep it in keeping with the area. But we can kind of do pretty much what we want, as long as we get planning permission and things like that for whatever works we have done. So I think we've maybe got a bit lucky there.
Definitely.
And yeah, but we'll dig into that a bit more just to make sure we can do everything we want to.
We're not going to change it massively, like definitely appearance-wise. If anything, the biggest thing is just the extension out the back, and that's it. So that's just planning. But we want to keep, we wouldn't we wouldn't render it, we wouldn't change the look of it. We love the fact it's so, I don't know, old looking. We do like that element.
Garden Rose 264 says, do we get to know how much you managed to buy the house for?
Yes. So we paid $245,000. No, it wasn't dollars, it was pounds.
Yeah, it was GBP. So we paid $245 for this house, didn't we?
£245,000, and it was up for $230 at auction. But because
that was the starting bid, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we didn't have to go to auction like when they do the hammer thing, which is all online. I called them and made them an offer, and I said, please, can you take it down and we'll offer you $245, and they did. So that's when the heebie-jeebies kicked in, and they said, yeah, they'll accept your offer, and we're like, oh, it's ours now. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all the questions. We do aim to reply to all the comments, so if you have anything else, please drop them below, and make sure you like, comment and subscribe.
And guys, hope you all have a wonderful holiday season. We'll be back in 2026 when the building work is going to really get cracking, go full steam ahead with all that. And if you enjoyed this video, you can watch another one right here.